What's up, guys? I have a very exciting unboxing for you today. Over here, it includes one of the books that I was most excited to get from my 2025 goals video. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? This is John, and you're watching Old Stuff is Cool, where we talk about comics, collectibles, and a lot of nerdy stuff. So this unboxing today comes courtesy of my boy Chris at Cheddar Comics on Instagram. Probably my favorite Instagram seller and such a nice guy. I got this from a recent sale, and this actually arrived sooner than I thought it would. I kind of just want to tear into it. So let me show you what I got from our boy Cheddar. Okay, so Cheddar always puts some extra goodies in here. Let's start with that. Oh yes, first off, you get a sketch if you ever get anything from Cheddar Comics. Oh no, the tape got stuck to it. Hold on, let me try to, we have a casualty from packing tape, but he's not only a seller, but he's a talented artist as well. Thanks, Bub Wolverine. I actually have a collection of these from my various orders. I don't think I've shared these before. Maybe I have. Luckily, I keep them within arm's reach. So here's today's. Oh, and on the back, Cheddar Comics. Follow him on Instagram. Link in the description below. Oh, believe me. This is the second Wolverine. I got two Wolverines. Next time, I have to be sure to put in a request for a character if Chris takes requests. Also got Spider-Man, and then Batman. Such charming drawings. He also usually throws in some trading cards. Let's see what we got this time. Oh, also kind of Wolverine themed here. I'm not sure what series this is from. It's from 1992 though. Well, these are taken from comic panels. I think sometimes they are recolored. I remember seeing these back in the 90s. I just don't know what series they are from exactly. Some of my favorite series were the X-Men series 1 and 2, Marvel Universe, like 1 through 4, Marvel Masterpieces. That's what sticks in my mind. There were so many cards though back then. They really were. Marvel and DC were really trying to get in that trading card game. Anyway, let's get to the comics next. Chris employs painter's tape on the inside with some tabs, which are greatly appreciated. All right, so I did mention that this package includes one of my goal books, but before we get to that, I picked up a few books for my Uncanny X-Men Claremont run, and I'd like to share that with you. One thing I was able to do early on is share with Cheddar Comics a list of books I'm looking for. Not like any of the huge keys, like those you kind of have to hit up a claim sale and pick up, but I think it's smaller books, minor keys, run fillers. That's something that he takes requests for, and I think he calls it the Cheddar. I think he calls it the Cheddar database, and he'll keep an eye out for any books on those. So let's see. Going from oldest to newest, we've got Uncanny X-Men number 164. Believe it or not, guys, this character Binary is Carol Danvers, and after she lost her powers of Ms. Marvel to Rogue, eventually wound up with the Starjammers and got a new set of powers. So Binary appears here. Pretty well-known cover too, so very happy to add that one. Next we have issue number 167. And I probably should have looked up what the key significance of these were, but that's okay. You know, I was like, I have a phone in front of me, I should check it out. This is not a key issue. In fact, the only kind of significance of this one, besides the cover that I recognized and knew I needed the book, was that a complete copy includes Lakeside Skin temporary tattoos. So I don't know if it includes the tattoos. It's not a big deal for me. The main book I think of that you want to make sure has the tattoos is that first appearance of Hobgoblin over in Amazing Spider-Man. But otherwise for this, non-key, not even minor key book, it's not a big deal. Moving forward a bit in the timeline, we have Uncanny X-Men issue 219. Wait, is that right? Yes, issue number 219, where Havoc joins the team. This era of X-Men, it's on my to-read list, and as I collect them, I feel like I want to get the earlier issues out of the way, kind of post Dark Phoenix. I need to catch up with that first, post and pre Dark Phoenix, for that matter. Anyway, issue number 220. Our boy Forge has seen better days, and last for X-Men, we have number 234. Iconic cover of Wolverine infected with the Brood. But you're probably wondering, hey, what did he get that was on his 2025 goals list? This one actually I shared as number 1, and I did mention, and I'll put a link over here, up here somewhere. I did mention I had already begun researching, the prices of the book, and at one point I will say I was even considering going slabbed and dipping my toes into getting a slab version of this. Ultimately, I think unless it's like a signature verification or maybe just a really rare or old book, we're gonna stick with raw. I think I'll be overall more happy that way. Anyhow, for those of you who watched that video might know what I'm talking about. I have picked up Amazing Spider-Man number 252. And this is the first appearance of the black costume. It's an homage to Amazing Fantasy number 15, Spider-Man's first appearance. I have a facsimile version of it, the shiny foil, which actually I reread recently, but this copy came up along with total 3 copies on Cheddar's live show, and after seeing the preview of it on Instagram, I knew I was gonna try for it. And this, Cheddar rated it at a 7.5, and in general, in my dealings with him, he tends to grade more harshly, which I think as a buyer, you really appreciate. Most of the times, even with I've come across this with cheaper books, people will say this is a very fine, it's high grade, but then when you get the book, there's either small tears or even, I guess that's a pretty bad example, but spine ticks. There's more wear and tear than at least I feel like a very fine should be. But Chris rated this at 7.5. I think it is that or more, and I'll take a closer look at this book. Probably it's already in a nice bag and board, but I do have my favorites in My Lights and thicker fullbacks from Gerber. And as far as how I store kind of my prize books, I'm thinking about getting some top loaders as well. Still thinking about that. Supplies and how we protect our books is something I'm always kind of keeping my eye out for and what other people do. But as far as the significance of this book, one of the other prized possessions in my current collection is Secret Wars number 8. I feel like this is a sibling book to that, and you best be sure maybe replacing its place on the list or just adding to my 2025 goals. I'd like to pick up the other black costume key issues, which I believe includes Marvel Team Up, the cover with the black costume Spidey and Daredevil, and there is a issue of Spectacular Spider-Man as well that I think has Black Cat on the cover. But those are the easier ones to get. Those were the cheaper books of the black costume. This one was probably the most expensive of the ones to get, and I felt like I would get that out of the way. That way I can just take my time with the other symbiote costume, key issues. But I think we're in a good place. We've already, hit one of the books on that goals list, which makes me feel good. And you'll have to excuse me if I'm, jumbling my words or a little out of sorts because I'm just so giddy to add this to my collection. So huge thank you and shout out to Cheddar Comics for, of course, packaging up everything so nicely, for the free sketch that he throws in, but really just what the service he provides to his customers, and in general, he does so along with Mrs. Cheddar, his wife. But he is a seller I'm proud to support. He's an individual I am proud to support, such a great member of this comic book community. So thank you so much. So let me know, guys, what's at the top of your list? Like, what's your top 10 books, or top 5, whatever number it is, of books that you're trying to hunt down. I got my number 1 on my want list, and I wish you the best of luck, happy hunting in whatever might be in your number 1 spot. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.